EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Ready? 10-2 stop. 59. Come on.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage.
Go now. HB Gator. We got it. Ready?
On first down, Drake. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Drake. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
8 read. I'm coming.
Looking to throw. Erickson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Ready? 180. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be second down.
8. Slam. 8. Jumper.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
the gun on third down. Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Next receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slash and run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 1st down, Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
60 outlaw.
To throw on 2nd down, Erickson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Great.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5 now. Newton going long here for Wallace. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Here we go. 180. Even.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
8. Great.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
50, play. Switch.
A give running right, Drake. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They run the counter. Dobbins, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19. Here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, we are 20.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Erickson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Erickson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch 2, watch 2, go.
To throw again. Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Erickson. He'll set up the screen to Drake. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Bourne. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. From the gun, Erickson. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I'm here with my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Sanders' kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Newton. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
Fielded just inside the 20. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Hey, Sue. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Check 26, check 26. Ready.
2nd and 1. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Erickson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. The quick slant caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. From 6 yards away. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now it's Newton. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. Got some room at the 30. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. They're able to locate Wilson. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talked often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A final shot before the break. Newton. Looking deep for Hilton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 33. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Newton. Being chased out left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Gun.
Newton on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Wallace. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 14-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Newton forced out to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
3rd and 2, Newton. The quick slant caught. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Drake. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. To throw on third down. Erickson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Newton now to throw. Looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Ravens. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
3 down, 3 down. He's checking. Crash.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton dancing to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
2nd and 6. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just one pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth-quarter advantage. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Newton now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down now, it's Freeman. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 downs.
To throw again, Newton. And he comes back with one complete. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw again on 2nd down, Newton. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
Here we go. Great.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Great.
From the red zone now, Newton. And incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Single.
Throwing again. Newton. Pass incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that'll move them back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
And the Dolphin first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Dre. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He wasn't ready.
A gain of 2.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Erickson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now
through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The end result, 21 yards. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake with time running out. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike. Watch the run. Mike, 55. Mike. Gun. Watch the screen.
One last throw here for Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Ravens 27,